fucking go! So I'm on the phone with my friend Andrew, right? And we're talking about Mondays, and he's like, let's fucking go! And we talk about Mondays, how much he loves that. I'm like, oh yeah, let's fucking go. Like, why do you love Mondays? I love Mondays. So I was asking him, like, why do he loves Mondays? And he was like, I love Mondays because that's when everything opens and you can go and you can get a bunch of shit done. And because he was focused on his outcome, what was coming from his results that he was putting in. And so I wanted to speak on this because today is Monday. And what do most people focus on Mondays? They're like, oh my gosh, I was just running. They're like, oh my gosh, I hate that it's Monday. I have this long week and all this stuff to do ahead of me and just Mondays and all this stuff, right? And the reason why I wanted to speak on why most people say that and the difference between Andrew is because if you've been watching any of the other videos, you know that whatever you think, your thoughts, feelings, emotions are energy. And you're attracting in likewise experiences whenever you're feeling whatever like energy you're giving off with your thoughts, feelings, and emotions. And so by being like, oh my gosh, it's Monday, you're gonna feel like, oh my gosh, it's Monday, like all throughout the week. And you're gonna repeat that experience. You don't even have to live in that experience. It's merely a choice. And so I absolutely love what Andrew said. He was just like, let's fucking go. And the reason why is because, like I said earlier, he was focusing on his outcomes. So what it is for you, like maybe you might not really like Andrew's kicking ass. He's only 20 and he's like slaying in real estate. So he's like doing great and he's a really good person to take example from. But like for you, maybe you might not be doing something that maybe you're kicking ass and you're like that, but maybe you're doing something that you don't necessarily like. Maybe you're someone else and you're like, I don't feel that way because I hate what I'm doing. I don't want to be in that job or whatever. At least look for something you can be happy for and like grateful, outcome based. Like, let's fucking go. I'm going to go flip these burgers, like whatever. I'm using an example because I'm gonna go and don't say something lame like pay these bills, like say something meaningful like take care of my family, make sure I'm covered, you know, something that like creates a really good emotion. Because if you're just like pay these bills, that's kind of negative and you're like, I don't want to spend all my money on paying these bills. So just be like, let's fucking go and ride that energy. Now if you're someone who kind of like has I know like for me, it honestly, people are like, how are you so happy? It was not really easy for me at all for a long time. I struggled with depression, go through major up and down. And sometimes I still do, right? We're all human. And so what I use is I created this daily checklist to just kind of make sure my brain, not kind of like really dominate and make sure my brain is in the right state and I'm in that creative flow. So I put together a packet. If you're someone like me who sometimes you're like, oh, and you get ups and downs or even just struggle with being like, let's fucking go consistently, go ahead, download that packet. I put it together. It's also going to help you with time efficiency. But other than that, guys, like ride that energy and become more outcome focused, because when you become more outcome focused, you're like, I'm really excited. You're not focusing on the petty little tasks you got to do that don't seem fun, that you're like, oh, I'm dreading to do. I got so much in this long week ahead of me, right? So other than that, guys, apply that technique. Think about what it is for you. You track in that likewise experience. Remember that. As always, dream big, live large, be live.